Warning, this documentary contains graphic cultural images. Viewer discretion is advised.
I've got the head of a goat inside the skin of a goat, and I'm here with the rain spirit of the Dupa. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so you're going to see some things here that might challenge you. That's how we do it on Fearless and Far. We don't judge, we don't ask too many questions. We just experience and be grateful that in a land far, far away, the people are nice enough to allow us to see these ancient rituals that are soon to be gone. Welcome to the Dupa tribe of Cameroon.
Sometimes these adventures are too wild to believe, and this is one of those stories. We came here looking for a tribe, and we ended up making a sacrifice to a rain god. It's a long story, so let's get started. We kick off in the foothills of the Volcran Mountains. We're in the far north of Cameroon, and no one really comes here. We're joined by a few local guides who know the path up the mountain. The Dupa tribe rarely ever gets visitors. I think between Ben and I, we've been to 70, 80 countries. And gotta say, in all that life experience, I have not seen many skies angrier than that. The wind is picking up. And we still have another 45 minutes hiking. We could get wet. We'll definitely get wet. Yeah, I was right. Things have taken a turn. I'd say it was unexpected, but saw this coming from like 10 miles away. Some serious storm right now. Bro, this is mad. It was fine 2 minutes ago. Yeah. While the rain might be inconvenient, it actually was the luckiest thing that could have happened. You'll see soon. Why is it when adventures go sour, I get more excited?
This is fun, bro.
A little walk in the rain? Wow, this river during rainy season would fill all the way up. You can see where the erosion happens and be another meter, 3 feet higher. The foothills of the Volcran Mountains? Volcran Mountains. This is where the Dupa live, up there. We're thinking we saw someone. One of the Dupa! Right there. But check it out. It's not actually. Though it's meant to look like one. It's a scarecrow. There's a constant war between the Dupa and the baboons who come down and raid their crops. So they build scarecrows out of wood and cloth. Fooled us, and we're smarter than most baboons, I think. I think we're getting close. Oh, it's been a hell of a hike. That's him, yeah? We had a special surprise for the tribe. We didn't actually know if we're gonna make it happen. We had a hard time finding one, but there is a goat delivery service. This is gonna be our offering for the tribe. Hey, buddy. A little cold? All right. That sure warm up this very chilly welcome. We're 5 minutes away, yeah? 6 minutes? Allons-y. Talk about a view. Here's the village. And just as the storm kicks back up, we made it to the Dupa, one of the rarest tribes on earth. Yikes. One for the books. Let's see if anyone's out enjoying the rain or just us crazy white goat. It escaped. Hey! Somebody's help. Hi. We meet Walbeto, the village shaman who's in charge of rain. He's having a great day. He offers us a hut to dry off. Hi. Hey. Nice to meet you. Gama. What's that saying? I'll be there with bells on. En bas la cuisine, that sounds great. To the kitchen we go. Seeing us, two women just wearing leaves run from the hut. Must be cold when all you wear is some acacia for clothing. All right. Okay, let's get dried off. We'll shake some hands, kiss some babies, and figure things out. Hi. Everybody is frozen like drowned rats. There's not an inch of me that's dry. Though inside here, there's a couple leaks, but all in all, pretty cozy. We all take a much-deserved break and try to dry off by the fire. I usually don't just strip naked after walking in the door, but hey, no one seemed to mind. Well, it's still raining outside. We've been here for about an hour and a half. Sun is just about to set, and I thought I'd put something into perspective as I dry my underwear over a fire. We are very remote right now, just to remind you. So we took a 13-14 hour sleeper train from the capital of Cameroon called Yaoundé up north, then drove 7 hours on the bumpiest road to get to a very small town, where from there we took a 40-minute bike ride on motorcycles because the road was too bad, to then hike about an hour to get here in the mountains. Nobody comes here. However, one thing we just found out is that the local villagers from various of the small little villages like this, the Dupa, have heard that we are here and they're coming. And apparently they make a really, really good beer out of millet, like a grain. So that should be happening soon. By then, hopefully my underwear is dry and I can put on my party pants and we can drink some beer with the boys. That'll be our big activity for tonight. Our goat, however, the feast has been postponed until tomorrow, which is good because they specifically wanted a black goat because there's some specific traditional animist way of preparing a black goat that goes back all these generations. It's the first I'm hearing about it too, so I'm excited to see. But tonight, beer. Always a good thing. Take a look, just right there, in this big bucket in front of you, there is the chiefs wear blue hats in this tribe. So we got my man to the left with the blue hat, the guy drinking the calabash with the blue hat. We know they're the big wigs. They get the first drinks. Let's take a little sip, shall we? Beer made from millet. Looks thick. Oh, it's like sawdust and gasoline put together. Pretty strong. Wouldn't recommend it, but that's all we got. Man, it's chunky. Everyone else seems to enjoy it. Maybe it's an acquired taste. Might as well give it a few more tries to be sure. All right. Yeah, okay, I'll do more. Oh, it gets even better. Ben gives it a try too. Tastes better in threes. Dancing under the moonlight with a bunch of naked grandmas. That's how we do it on Fearless Safari. The rain stopped, the party started, then stopped. By the way, thank God that stuff is not very strong because it is thick. It is thick sawdust syrup.
And yeah, we're feeling pretty good. This is our hut for the night, by the way. Take a peek inside. They gave us the most luxurious one, by the way, with only one spider, and there is kind of a bed. Just like that. Not bad, right? So tomorrow morning, we're gonna wake up early. We have a feast planned, like I said. We got all kinds of stuff happening, we think. Generally how this works, we show up, we're friendly, and things just unfold. So, that's the plan. We're gonna hit the bed, and we'll see you in the morning. Go. On Fearless and Far, you know we love adventure. But one adventure I hate going on is trying to find a connection in the middle of nowhere. Saley is an eSIM provider, and they've just solved the problem. They're also the sponsor for this video.
An eSIM is a digital SIM card. You hook it up through an app, meaning you can get a local SIM card without having to buy one in the airport when you arrive.
Honestly, I didn't even know my phone could do this until recently, and chances are your phone can too. All you gotta do is download the Saley app or use that QR code right there. Cool, got the app? Perfect. Now, you just pick a plan. Saley's got options for about 160 individual countries, 8 regions, and even global coverage. You can use my code FEARLESS for 15% off your first data plan, and that code also supports the channel. So use it. Just make sure that before you go on your trip, you set it up on Wi-Fi. That way when you do land, the plane hits the ground, you can just flick on data and bam, you're connected just like a local. No crazy roaming fees and also no Wi-Fi required. eSIMs have changed the game when it comes to staying connected during your travels. So download Saley, use the code FEARLESS for a discount. It also helps the channel, and stay connected wherever your adventure takes you. Now, back to the show. Good morning.
The next day, we wake up to a song.
Does that mean come out and play in the rain?
This is Jura. Jura loves to dance. Ben. We got a visitor, Ben. This is the most pleasant wake up ever. I think we follow. Let's go. All right, we're being led somewhere. It is still raining, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Don't know the words yet. We're working. Oh, we got the boys in the hut. Hey! Did the party ever stop? Is the question. And we got the boys are drinking beer. Bonjour, bonjour. Du bière, oui? All right. Do I want some? Yeah. I feel like I just stopped drinking this shit. Beer for dinner, beer for breakfast. Oh. Of champions, my friend. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, merci.
Very good. Hey Ben, you've been summoned.
More beer.
Yeah.
Hair of the dog. So cool. Even sweeter than yesterday. Woo. So cool.
Choco. Ah, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the millet, and this is the filter. Yeah. So it filters, yeah, and then you pour it like this. And you get the beer. I see. Now that it's daylight, we have the 5 village elders who have come here to greet us. Tourists don't come here, and so the fact that we are here, it's become a bit of a party. I'm going to introduce them because they've been very generous to allow us to stay here for the day and the night last night. These are the big wigs of the Dupa here. There's 30 families, maybe a few more that inhabit this mountainside. And yeah, they've got some super interesting roles. First we have Reneto. Reneto, nice to meet you. He is the medicine man as well as the master hunter here of this part of the village. Next we have Nyem-Nyem. They say he has 4 eyes. No one comes into the village or leaves the village without him seeing. He's always watching. Next we have Walbeto. Walbeto here is the master of rain. He makes it rain, he stops the rain. He's a magic man too. Next we have Mantinza. Mantinza is the chief's number 2. He's the representative. When the chief's not here, this guy's the boss. And finally we have Juro Mangari, the chef, the big boss. Very stoic man. He's the main one here. He is the big boss, and he was the one ultimately who decided we were allowed to come. Merci beaucoup. Ici. Merci beaucoup. So next we have the Benedictions. Now they're all gonna get together. They're gonna give us the big welcome at the sacrificial pantheon, where they do animal sacrifice to the various gods. These are animists. They believe that God is nature, which is actually not too far from the truth as far as I'm concerned. At the sacrificial pantheon, they welcome guests. They also sacrifice animals. So, let's go get our welcome, yeah?
The ceremony begins, and I learn its purpose is twofold. First, our rain shaman Walbeto closes his eyes, and Mantinza spits on his hands. He is then guided by supernatural forces to find magical herbs and roots, particularly one called galeo, which is eaten to talk to ancestors. Then these plants are rubbed on the body with holy water. Next is our turn. This is a benediction after all, and our arrival is blessed by the ancestors with herbs and holy water. The second purpose of this ceremony is much darker. Walbeto will vanish for a short time to become possessed by a spirit. For him to do so, we must leave the village.
And just like that, the benediction ends. Now we're off to visit the fields where they get most of their vegetables, most of their food. And I believe women will join us. And they are dancing machines.
Here with the Dupa in northern Cameroon, the dancing never stops, and I'm running out of moves.
Might seem a little bit inappropriate, but the men here wear peanut sheaths over their Johnson. I thought I would emulate that. I'm not sure if the message got across. I'm just trying to fit in. That's all I'm trying to do.
Drinking beer, singing and dancing is a pretty good warm-up. But now it's finally time to get going.
So we're on our way to their fields. Each family, and in this village there's 30 families, has their own field. And it's a hike in the mountains. We'll get there. It's raining again, and we've arrived at the field. Check out these umbrellas.
I don't think the umbrellas stop much water, but they do look good, and they're biodegradable.
C'est quoi? Mais c'est un esprit?
Oui.
Oui?
Oui.
Sitting in the cornfield, guarding the crops against baboons. And he just shot an arrow. I was saying there's a constant war between the Dupa and the baboons who live up in the mountains and the rocks. They come down and they steal the corn. This is actually how they hunt them. It's camouflage. They wear a bunch of foliage on their head. They perch on a rock with a bow and arrow and a fist knife, and they shoot the baboons as they come, which is like the prize meat. Remember the Hadza hunter-gatherers in Tanzania? They told us baboons are the best meat to eat because it's salty and it's tasty. And the best cut of the baboon is the booty because it's the most fat.
After walking in the rain, we reach a small cornfield surrounded by mountains and take a quick break.
I don't mind the rain. It's exhilarating. We're at the, I don't want to call it a hunting camp per se, but it's where they grow the corn, but also base themselves because the baboons come at night. And if they live in the fields, then they can shoot the baboon as well. But it is gorgeous out here. And communication with yelling works really well because the echo bounces off all the mountains. Look at this though. Fog and green and giant boulders. Paradise. We're gonna do a little archery practice. We have our camouflage hunter. We've got one scarecrow over there. Okay. That happened fast. Archery instructions. We've got the bow. We've got the, okay, so hold on. Like this. But I'm missing one important thing. That's right. So the baboons don't know I'm here. That's heavier than it looks. Am I camouflaged? Can you see me? Definitely affects my vision. Okay. Le couteau aussi? Yeah, that's right. Whoa. Careful, mate. There we go. Got the fist knife. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it. Got the bow and arrow. And the interesting thing is, it's bamboo, and you don't grab the string, you grab the little notch. My fingers are extremely slippery. It is wet. It is raining. Like this? Like that? Watch out. It went probably about 6 feet. It's because I can't see. I can't see anything. The loser takes shots of millet beer. Yeah. I'm so bad at this. That was so scary.
Let's watch how a pro does it.
And that is a direct hit. Boom. One dead baboon or dead scarecrow. Look at this, the barbs. So this is exactly what would happen if a baboon got shot. Hold on. I'm gonna take 2 hands to get this out. The barbs of the arrow, maybe, yeah, this way, there we go, get stuck in the baboon's skin. There we go. It's easier to pull it out this way, look. Because that gets stuck. Baboons are smart enough to try to pull it out, so they'll get stuck in the ribs and they'll pull out the arrow and they'll run away. But with that, those fish hook spiral barbs, that baboon is not pulling out that arrow. That is staying in and will slowly disrupt everything on the inside. And then, after some time, he's dinner.
As you've seen, millet beer is a pretty important drink around here, and making it is a process that takes a couple of days. Just to get the water, you have to carry a giant ceramic jug on your head. You have to fill it up at the river. Normally, just the women do this. No men allowed, since they usually shower at the same time. But we received a special invite, and since we're foreigners, they don't seem to care. We return to the village with water for, more beer. How it all works is that the millet kernels are soaked in water to make them sprout. The grain is then ground and mixed with water. Yeast is added, and then it's allowed to ferment. The Dupa drink millet beer all times of the day for all occasions. Rites of passages, dances, births, marriages, burials, welcoming guests, and now we drink just for the hell of it.
As you drink that, I just realized something. We just got the river water, right? You saw it happen in the clay pots. I assumed that the beer was fermented and clean, like clean water, but no, we're taking the river water and mixing it with the mash, the fermented mash, to drink the beer. So this is river water. But one thing we live by is never refuse an invitation. And there has been a lot of invitations. here we go. Doesn't get better, especially knowing the water is not that clean.
Those fucking abs though, bro.
It's the diarrhea. We've had diarrhea from the beginning, and this will probably give us more. That is the best workout plan. Just drink shitty river water and just do the diarrhea cleanse. Like that, and you get abs like this. That's the Fearless and Far Fitness advice. Eat like the locals, shit like a white boy in the woods. Voilà.
C'est bon. Merci. C'est bon.
Better when shared.
Okay, please make the beer drinking stop already. And it does, because Walbeto has finally become possessed by Loreo, the rain god of the Dupa, and Loreo hungers for blood.
What's about to go down is not something people ever really see. Even our guide, who has been here only a few times in his own life, has never seen this ritual. So we brought a black goat for a particular reason. Black goats are made when you're making a wish. So when things aren't going well and you want things to improve, you sacrifice a black goat. If things are going well and you want to say thank you to the gods, you sacrifice a white goat. Up until we came, there had been no rain in a very long time. So they asked for a black goat so we could sacrifice it to the rain god in hopes that it would rain. The irony is, the second we set foot on this adventure, it started raining. And so everyone here is very excited, as you can see, because they haven't seen rain, and our arrival in the village with the black goat meant that we brought the rain. And so that's part of the drinking and the joyous festivities, is because it's finally rained, a big heavy rain here. Crazy, right? So what you're seeing, this spirit is actually the rain spirit, and he makes all of the sacrifices. Our rain master from earlier, remember him? He became this spirit, and not anyone can speak to this person. He's become the embodiment of the rain spirit, Loreo, and now only his disciples can speak to him. So we have to communicate through 3 people to be able to actually speak to the spirit. We must whisper, we can't speak loud, and also the spirit himself does not speak, but he will be carrying out the sacrifice of our black goat. In this case, I guess it's a bit of a celebration, but originally it was to pray for rain. We just brought the rain. As you can see now, thankfully it stopped, so we're able to shoot this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Millet beer is offered to the sacrificial shrine. The goat is taken. The goat is taken. The goat is taken and held by the elders. And Loreo prepares his knife. The sacrifice begins. Sacrifice begins. Then we prepare a special gift for the rain god. Then we prepare a special gift for the rain god. His hand is guided by another elder. The blood is offered to the shrine. The innards placed in a tree, and a prayer is given with the gonads. The offering is then prepared for a feast.
This is the head of the goat wrapped in the skin. Walbeto became the rain spirit and made an offering to the ancestors at the shrine. This is a great honor. I hope you understand that. Made the right offerings, made the tribe happy, and we're able to see this ritual that very few people see. Right now, this all goes back with the meat to the village. We'll have a bit of a feast, but this is a very special travel moment for me. I also might need to wash my hands. What an honor.
And apparently, no one cares about the stomach. And hey, listen, I know you can handle the uncensored, uncut version of this video, but YouTube can't. That's why I post all of them on Patreon. After the ceremony, all the edible parts of the goat are brought back to be shared and barbecued.
Check that out. We're eating with the boys right now. So how this works is the women get some, the men get some, the outsiders get some, and all served in a calabash. This is a goat killed by a rain god. Let's see if it helps the flavor. Ready? Soko. Oh, she good, Ben. So good. Think about food like this. I mean, maybe you're not used to eating fresh meat or seeing the process. But that's where all meat comes from, baby. Whether you buy a slice of bacon or bologna from the grocery store, or whether you witness what we saw today, it all comes from the same spot. What I always say is, I think you should be able to see it in order to be able to eat it. Because if you buy your salami and close your eyes to everything that happens behind, you don't appreciate the animal. Here, we appreciate the animal. Also with that, it was fresh this morning. It was a black goat. A prayer for rain. We got lots of rain. Almost too much. We're all together. We can enjoy food together as it should be. Eating with our hands like we should as well. And I think it tastes better that way. What do you think?
You literally cannot get fresher than what we're eating right now.
Could use some hot sauce. Okay, Soko! One more dance party for the road. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dupa tribe, one of the most interesting and rare on the planet. Say goodbye. Merci beaucoup. Soko! Bonjour. Bye-bye. Bon voyage. Bye-bye. We've got a goodbye parade. Listen, this trip was put on by Last Places Travel. If you're looking to come to Cameroon or a whole other wider range of countries and do it well and authentic, Last Places is your company. As well, my name is Mike. This is Ben of Fearless and Far. We make the most adventurous videos on YouTube. Check out our library. We can stand by it.
Honestly, have you ever seen a spirit sacrifice a fucking...
And that's the proof. See you in the next adventure.